Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Khalif, Fat Guy, Skinny Wallet, and it's getting dark quick. Alright, making this video at night. Actually, it's not even at night. I'm coming home from work, but yo, it's dark. Anyway, okay, you probably see from the title something about me talking about increasing my calories and having trouble with it. I actually talked about this before when I first said I was increasing my calories months ago. And then some things happened and made that a little difficult. Well, I've been doing it again for the last few weeks, really trying to pinpoint my maintenance and also trying to really increase my metabolism. I've been in a caloric deficit. I've been trying to lose weight. It's close to 2 years now from the day that I started trying to lose weight. So I've been in a consistent caloric deficit for almost 2 years. And a good part of that was a kind of severe deficit. You know, I was eating about 1,500 calories a day, which is kind of ridiculous for an adult. Adult male. So I don't want any women getting on me about that. I'm sorry, adult female probably should be having a lot more than that too. But the thing is most of the people trying to lose weight have, we really screwed up our metabolisms because we, do so many things and take away so much nutrients from our body. But whatever, that's not the point of this video. The point of the video is just for me personally. I've been trying to slowly increase my calories, adding 50 to 100 calories per 2-week period. Try to let my body adjust to that, then go up. I started out about 1,600, and then I think I was able to get up to about 1,800, and then things kind of stalled out, and I worked up again to about 2350. And I'm trying to just build up from there. So, you guys know that I had to lose 3-point-something pounds, which came from that, really just increasing my calories. And lost, whatever I lost last time, 3-point-something. So anyway, I noticed that on a couple of days, I would have trouble with those higher calories. And the reason is, for me, I can eat calories. Obviously, fat. But trying to eat foods that won't cause me to lose control and increase calories is very difficult. Because I have a problem with fats in general. Fats are fine. Fats are necessary for our bodies. I think everybody who watches me knows that that's true and knows what I believe about that, knows the truth about that. But the thing with fats is I have a problem, especially not just cheese, but nuts and nut butters. So, and different things like that eating a small amount can give you a large amount of calories. So for me, cutting those things out, and the reason why I have to cut them out, for cheese, for instance, you can put a block of cheddar cheese in my house, and if I eat a little bit, I can't just take a nibble and say, oh, okay, or take one serving and okay, I'm satisfied. I don't deal with these tastes. Will this help? Because this is kind of, okay, now I just went to some I don't know if that's better or worse, we'll see, right? That's a lot of light coming in now. But I don't know, does this make me look like an angel or something? But I think the problem is, for me, is that when I take in, these foods, I'm not satisfied, so I can continue to want more. They're not satiating for me. Fats are not satiating. I don't get, I was starting to say, I don't get regular cravings. My mind says, you want the taste of this food, you want the taste of this thing, you want the taste of pizza. So it's not, my stomach is growling, and when I eat a slice or even 2 slices of pizza, now my stomach, is better, and I satiated my body and also the craving. Some people can have a craving for chocolate, eat a piece of chocolate, and say, "Ooh, the craving's gone." That's not how it worked for me, because it's mental. It's not that physically my body needs to be satisfied with it. It's mental. I have an addiction. I have an addiction to food and to certain types of foods. So, just learning how to live with that and learning how to create the balance. Because if I have 1,000 calories left for my last meal, I can have some eggs and throw a whole lot of cheese in it. Maybe that's fine. But then maybe that will make me crave cheese or crave certain things, more and more I could put peanut butter in something, but then that will kick up the craving for peanut butter. And my wife could tell you, we can have something in the house and I won't touch it, but once I do, it can be gone in a day. And that's how I am. So I can't let myself go overboard. So I have almost taken certain foods and just put them out of my, of my choices, for a time, so I can really get myself under control. And so it's difficult for me to eat, a cup, 2 cups of vegetables. I had a whole bag of salad as one thing and added a bunch of stuff to it. Well, you know what? I had that for lunch and I haven't eaten anything since. I had that probably about 7 hours ago, and my body doesn't even need to eat, doesn't feel like it needs to eat because I'm so full. I don't feel sluggish, but that filled me up and I'm fine with it. So when I go inside, I have food in my bag here that I didn't eat that I was supposed to eat, and I also go inside. I'm going to eat just because I'm trying to increase my calories, but I can really go inside and relax and probably not eat and maybe just have like a Quest bar before I go to bed and be fine. But then I'd be like 1,000 or 1,100 calories short for the day. So you see the dilemma, because to fill in 1,100 calories, I can go get a couple slices of pizza, or I can go get some nachos from Moe's, right? But that's obviously the wrong move. See, when I'm eating like that, it's easy to get in those calories, but eating foods that fill me up physically and don't leave a lot of room for other things but don't fill up calories, like I said, eating those vegetables or eating the big salad by itself, a bag of salad is like 40-50 calories, depending on what you get. And I can have vegetables and have a whole serving of vegetables, 120, 150 grams of vegetables, and that take up a good amount of space in my body, but it'd be 75 calories, between 40 and 75 depending on the type I've been using lately. So you see what I'm saying? I'm having a difficult time balancing the food addiction and the tendency to binge on certain things, higher calorie foods, with eating lower calorie foods that happen to be physically dense, a lot more vegetables I'm consuming, and the vegetables take up a lot of space in my belly but don't take up a lot of calories on my chart. So I'm finding it, and I'm eating protein, and protein is more satiating, so having a good amount of protein at every meal, and meats at most meals. So it's those things are filling, those things are satiating, but they're not bumping up my calories as much as when my diet had more fat in it. I'm getting enough fat, trust me, but I'm not getting nearly as much, and I'm avoiding certain foods, certain fats that I know will could easily trigger a binge, and that the addiction can turn on and then make me forget about how many calories I'm supposed to have. It'll make me start eating things and not even count it, grab something and not even think about it. So it's very difficult. And so if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, or even friends with me on Facebook who see what I eat, a lot of times I post my Instagram pictures to Facebook, but not all of them. So you should really follow me on Instagram if you want to see pretty much every meal. And of course you see my meal logs, the videos that I make. You see those things. Just keep in mind what I'm dealing with, what I'm struggling with. I was actually talking to a friend about this, who saw what I ate and said, and how few calories I had taken in for a couple of days. On the weekend, it's always like that. And it's like, it sounds like that when you talk about being busy, you're making excuses. And the fact of the matter is that, one, that's partially true. I can arrange my schedule around food to make sure I get enough calories in, which is what I have to do. But it's not true in the sense that, if I'm, like I said, I'm 1,200 calories short now, I can start the car again and go to Moe's, and then nachos are like 1,200 calories. So bam, I just go get some, I filled up my calories. Or I can take the lunch that I packed, eat that for dinner. That's probably like 300, 350 calories, but it'll be almost as filling physically as the nachos would be, but 900 calories less than the nachos. So what do I do in that case? So sorry, there's a truck coming, and I don't want him to mess up my video, so just rolled up my window. I thought he was stopping. But anyway, that's what I'm struggling with, is trying to consume enough calories without triggering a binge, or without having to rely on those foods that are like my trigger foods, or some people call them red light foods. Those are those foods that if I eat them, if I eat one serving, maybe even 2 servings, and there's more in the house, my mind is going to tell my body, you want that, you need that, and it could trigger a binge. And I don't want that. I don't want to lose control over food. I don't want to lose control of myself because I'm chasing some pleasure from something stupid like food. So anyway, like I said, that's where I'm at. Yeah, this is a long video because I'm still working through all of this in my head, like why it is sometimes hard. And I think physically it's hard because I'm eating a lot of more food physically, but it has a lot less calories. You know, if I can eat fish and it has a lot less calories than, you know, a slice of pizza. And it's not like that I've been eating pizza and molds and stuff and that's all I've been living on. It's not. But the point is that I can eat well for 13 straight days, lose a couple of pounds, and then have an episode where I binge and end up with a gain over that 2-week period, off of that one day where I just kind of snapped. So it's not enough for me to avoid it for the most part. I have to kind of avoid it altogether, or put myself in a situation where I'm limited in what I can consume. So that's what's been difficult for me, trying to balance this. And it's still a balancing act, but you know what? I love the fact that I'm eating 750 calories a day more than I was a few months ago, or maybe about 6 months ago, and I'm losing weight. So I'll see you guys soon, and you know, if you stayed to the end, I love you. And catch you next time.